catching the night, deeper every tick, yeah. Red arrows raining, charts of suicide dive. I see the bottom, swear it's only 5. One more layer, tell myself it's strategic, but leverage is laughing, carving up my ticket. Bitcoin sitting pretty, no blade on the skin. Spot just breeze, let the storm blow through again. Me, I'm diving head first, palms wide and bleeding, catching the knife, convinced I'm succeeding. Every ticket falls, I whisper this is the turn, but the cut gets deeper, blood starts to burn. No liquidation on spot, just time to wait it out. But I'm feeding the blade, screaming there's no doubt. Catching the night, bleeding out slow, telling myself it's genius while I lose control. One more head, one more, this time it bounces, but the blade keeps cutting, no mercy, no ounces. Catching the night, risky as it, averaging down straight into my own self spot. BTC's calm, no blood on the floor, but I'm catching the night. Margin calls, screaming, phones on fire. Red, double down, harder, got nothing left in my head. It's just temporary, it's just a shakeout. But the night's twisting deeper, no way to fake out. Friends cashed early, posted their wins and bounced. I'm still here bleeding, clinging to the plan I announced. Spot just floats quiet, no rope around his neck, but I'm catching the knife, choking on my own wreck. Every slice I take, I say this time it's mine, but probabilities laughing, stats don't lie. Calm spot, investment, no blade to survive. Leverage is war, and I'm still alive. Catching the night, bleeding out slow, telling myself it's genius while I lose control. One more head, one more, this time it bounces. The blade keeps cutting, no mercy, no ounces. Catching the night, risky as it, averaging down straight into my own self spot. BTC's calm, no blood on the floor, but I'm catching the night. Still catching the night. Ay, why do we chase the falling steel? Think we're heroes, think we'll make the deal. Knife keeps dropping, cuts through hope and pride. One wrong tick and it's liquidation time. Switch to spot, let the acid breathe free. No blade, no blood, just you and the sea. But the thrill of the cash, that rush in the vein, keeps us grabbing the knife again and again. Catching the knife, bleeding out slow, telling myself it's genius while I lose control. One more head, one more, pray for the bounce, but the blade keep falling, no mercy, no ounces. Catching the knife, risky as hell, averaging down straight into my own self spot. BTC's calm, no blood on the floor, but I'm catching the night, still catching the night. Catching the night, still catching, let it go.
Bye, 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 bye. Candles, fucking candles. Bye, 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 bye. Why can't you tell me what you're gonna do next? Why can't you tell me up or down next? Next, green or red? Next, fucking candles. Fucking candles. Why? Is this bear? Oh, one more high. Is this bear? Oh, one more high. One more high. One more high. Fucking candles. 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 Fucking candles. Candles. Tell me now. Bearable. Bearable. Fucking candles. Candles. Is this the yummy? Deep into a dark coin, said this is my retirement. Rock up, pulled by breakfast, now it's my new entertainment. Follow the guru signal, bought before the pump. He sold at the top, I held till the dump. Trust the process, he said, then ghosted the chat.
button tonight? Oh, is it that time right now? You're such a dumbass, son.
Still drinking that weak ass normie coffee?
What the hell?
Pathetic. Switch to good ass
What
coffee.
is going
Triple
on
filter
here?
coffee with real diamond hand extract. One sip and you'll hodl through a 70% crash like it's Tuesday.
It's a crazy day, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls, frogs and squirrels. How we doing tonight, everybody? Glad to have you here tonight with me as we watch Bitcoin just plummet to a whole new depth of pain. Lost this little area here, that little $72,000 area. First sign of trouble was losing this green line. Retest underneath wasn't the greatest that we were looking for, but I've seen to do some crazy things. Don't like it when it goes under support and hangs out there. It always just leaves you hanging. It's a cliffhanger. And then we fell on down. Didn't even last over here, man. Didn't even last over here. This 0.5 Fibonacci, that's a bigger one. And it looks like we're steadily heading just a little bit down. And the next stop I got is 68,500 area. And you would hope that would hold, but when you're looking at this with a measure move from a channel, you know that can go a hell of a lot deeper than that. And you're left wondering, well, what the hell is going on here? And I think that's what a lot of people are asking themselves right now at this moment in time. Is what the hell is going on here in Bitcoin? I think the only way to answer that is to zoom the hell out and to get out of these smaller time frames. And I suggest that that's what we do at this moment in time. We can do it together and share and hold hands and sing Kumbaya if you want to. Yay? All right. No takers. All right. Guys, how we doing? Let me say hello to everybody before we start getting off into Cryptoville over here. I see we got King Hell being number one tonight. You know what that means. Sean. Buttons are always sticky and there we go. Here, get the old handiwork right there. What was it? Handiwork. Good job. All right. And we got Beta Bot in the house. He says, see you tonight, Road Dog. Well, all righty then. Strega, how you doing, Strega? Good to see you and Digital X Natus. Professor Carter's in the house. Mr. Carter. Bitcoin is at a risk youth right now. I don't know about I don't know about the age thing, but it's at a risky point right now. I don't know. It's still, how is it 2020? It is still a minor per se, right? Well, you on that cusp, ain't you? Wait a minute. Do you say, wait, well, anyway, it's at a critical area. A place that, is it going to hold? Is it going to go back? I doubt that it goes back. The more that I'm seeing this happening over here, hell, anything is possible. We'll get to looking a little bit deeper here. We lost our channel. That's a big thing in my book. Damian wins. Smash the like. Yes. Digital X Natives, how we doing? Love this Bitcoin short from 73K. Did you right through there? Cool. So when it broke the trend area, and I gave it some extra wiggle room over here. I was giving it to the candle bodies right under this, right under here. Losing that 100 on, what is this, the daily? That's a big one to pay attention to. That big cloud. These were the little local ones from this bottom to high, which I didn't have very much faith in. These are the bigger guys that matter more, in my personal opinion. Now, an interesting thing about this, if you are using fibs, and you'll see some people that will take them from. There's nothing wrong with doing that, but overall, this is what you're really working with, right? That's where we're getting our 618. But even from this move here, we got some confluence for the 786 moves, right? So, I mean, it all works out in the end, people. It all works out in the end. However, the multitude of methods that looks like that we might hold here for a minute. Is it going to be a bearish retest when we come back up to retest this trend line? Or are we, getting something half-assed decent over here? And we just don't know. But what we do know is that if we zoom the hell out, that our weekly is not, it's got some mixed signals over here. The positive thing is the 9 has crossed the 21, and this being a bigger time frame, that's enough to pull us back out of this situation. But it's hard for me to see. What kind of effects are going to happen if it comes all the way back down here? Is it going to flatten out, and then are we risking it rolling over? I mean, it could even roll over later on, but it takes it a while for this to move on this big time frame, right? And that's actually a bullish cross, so that's actually kind of bullish in my idea here. But you got to look at some bigger warning signs that's over here on the weekly, such as you know, the momentum in the MACD. Of course, that can change too. No official crosses just yet. But here, if you're looking at market Cipher, yeah, we just confirmed a weekly red dot there. So that's a little concerning because they don't come just willy-nilly. I mean, except for over here, they did in September and October, but it was still basically freaking down, right? Let's mark those and we'll take a look at those little guys. But stochastics are coming down here on the weekly. This is pretty much looking like we're just building some momentum for a bigger move to be coming here. Money flow is also in the red on the weekly, so this is a pretty good indicator there, group of indicators. And we'll come back to our stochastics over here, I mean our RSI. And while it's good we're above that yellow signal line, looks like we're at least coming to test it, maybe even lose it. Don't be so negative. I try not to be so negative, but that's just how it feels. So last time it went red dot, the 9 had not yet crossed the 21 over here, but it did shortly after on the second red dot. It went red dot, green dot, where it just kind of went sideways. But then finally got the one that counted, and there was no green dot following it until we got, well, right over here. It didn't last very long either, did it? So that's where that green cloud sucks you in and spits you out to the underside, right? But now we got one, and you know, the way I'm seeing the moving average set up here, we might do a little red dot, green dot action right through here too, is what I'm getting from my other indicators here. That's still a strong area to bounce off of the 200 moving average. If we are on a downward trend here, I would be expecting the 200 weekly moving average to be tested, maybe even broken just a smidgen bit. And I've explained this several times that at some point I would expect us to come down, and that would give us the bullish divergence that we would need here on the RSI, and that would definitely be a much stronger bottoming idea right through this area. So I would like to see that very much. I mean, if we do that, we don't have to. I'd be happy just to go up from here, but if we are going to go down, you know, go down just a little bit, make our higher low and get our divergence, then let's see if we can carry this little sucker up again, shall we? Because if you've been following on the weekly and all this other stuff, we are in a possible bottom area. I mean, people don't want to acknowledge that right now, but I mean, we are. We've done our little wave counts and all of this, and this is still a nice area to bounce off of. I mean, until we break 58,000 over here, and there is a 618 Fibonacci over there too, right? Yeah, I mean, we got lots of areas of possible support to be breaking down here. You know, it's kind of like there's still some rungs on the ladder that we can step through, and one of them's going to catch us, unless something really, really horrible happens in the world or something. Gosh, I never know about that. And you know, some people are expecting us to always come back to the 786. That's awesome. That's cool and everything. But to do that, you got to break another trend line, which is also right here at support, right? That's a lot of ask right now for me to think that we're 39,000, 40,000 is coming. It doesn't have to be coming if we're doing a big major global adoption freaking wave on Bitcoin and the big boys are stacking up right over here before we go with the freak up. Doesn't have to be. And we could still keep our 4-year cycle theory over here, because we could just go sideways and down and sideways until October and then bounce right from here. But yeah, I don't know. The sentiment out there today is bear flag. We're getting ready to come down. And we've already done so much, and then we also got comparisons over here, which is also an ABC correction, and then a little extra to get there. Thank you, Sam Bateman-Fried, for making our lives miserable over there. And thank you, 3 Arrows Capital, and all you greedy bastards like Celsius and all that. Thank you for just unwinding the whole crypto market and making everybody hate it back then. Thank you for your contributions to our crypto society over here. But a lot of people are seeing us as being maybe here in the market, and I think we're further along. I think that was over here if we're trying to apply that concept, right? But I think in this market where there's a lot of uncertainty, we're seeing a lot of this right now. So I'm going to give you my view. Doesn't have to be your view, but I'm just going to carry mine right on back up there to the topsy tops. And I'm going to pull it. I'm going to yank it down a little bit. Sometimes because one time I got caught yanking it down and I didn't think anybody's looking and they just laughed at me. Oh, you do it over here? I'll grab the wrong end. That can get you in trouble. Oh, do you fit? Kind of? Well, there's an interesting concept right there. Can we squeeze you in? Squeeze it in, squeeze it, squeeze it. You'd almost say that we do it the opposite direction if we're kind of hanging to the same time periods and time frames. We diverted from that, and then we're meeting backs in the middle. We're going to do just the opposite. That would be... It's a fractal. All right, so we could look at it that way, or we could force it to be whatever the hell we want to. Look, we put it here. You know we're coming. Yes, right there, and it says right there 13,000. So we can imagine whatever the hell we want to with these things, and we can be subjective with them, but I gotta lie that one myself if I was going to be playing around with it, and it still got us a touchdown here at that 618, but we did something different. You did it wrong. Oh no. What the hell is going on over here? Why do we keep going back to home? Just save it, or whatever the hell's going on over here. I was just trying to get back to my chart. I'm having a trouble with my browser and all this on TradingView. All right, so we're looking at Bitcoin on the week. Was this the one that we were on? It looks like it might have been, could have been. We'll just say that it is. So here on the weekly, yeah, even Elliot's been saying this for a while. Man, I think we got our C wave in if we're kind of zooming out over here. Maybe we do. We could always come back. We're even lower here. But I just want to point out 9/21 on the weekly, and that's nothing to sneeze at right there. Okay, so that will give us a little bullish influence until it's no longer there. Okay, so let's hope that it actually kind of holds us and kind of brings us back up to around that $75,000 area. But let's go over to the daily where it's getting kind of scary. And it is, because we did lose a trend line over here. I'm giving it all the little wiggle room that I can right here. Just now only got 2 touches on those wicks and we're still below it. And I'm like, dirty, dirty, dirty Bitcoin. So I'm just going to take it right back up to where I had it before, up to these candle bodies. And that was a nice little hangout. And then we just freaking lost it. Open up a candle below here. Let me get rid of these old lines over here. So just got a track in the areas and said this is 0.5 Fibonacci. That's, I would hope that we could bounce off of there and get back in at the least resort. Well, we didn't. So, and because it is too close to our breakout. I remember we got a whole measure move that can take us way the freak down there. If you want to go with the old measure move theory. So we do this, and it suggests that we might be even testing as low as 62. The good thing about this is that we don't always get that full measure move on these guys. We just don't. And another good thing is we got a 786 that we can look for down here that we pointed out earlier. Could be doing that, but I would expect us to at least get a bounce somewhere through here and come back up before we come down. That's just kind of how price action works. You just don't really fall straight down in a row too much, unless we have a day like this, and that would suck again, wouldn't it? Please, no, don't do that. Oh, we got signs of that happening over here. And I think that's what everybody's afraid of. But we do have some nice little support areas down here, ladies and gentlemen. But the thing we should be thinking about is probably altcoins. And 11 people hanging out with the turkey. I'll be right over to the chat. But altcoins, what the hell's going on over here? Right now, they're coming down too. So it looks a little bit more like a bearish retest here. We didn't take out this high. So we still got a lower low and a lower high. So we downtrending, baby. It was hopeful to look like some kind of breakout, but we lost. We're losing it. So looking like we might come down, and what I think I said earlier today, maybe we can double bottom down here, just lose $18 billion, or maybe we're kind of working our way back down here to the bottom of this area. And we don't know yet. if you were to take channel theory into a line over here, that would suggest that we're trying to get back down here too as a measured move. So a little bit more confluence that we may be this may be the last of selling, may walk away. And would it be a bad idea? I mean, I don't know. It's something to think about. They came down and they went back up, and you had a chance, and maybe you did sell some and whatever, but we lost that trend line again, right? If we fall down and we hold, it gets painful and ugly, and we start hating crypto and blah. And we get all jaded and can't recognize a good opportunity when we see it and all this other stuff. But even if you were like have a certain percentage to get out over here and just give it a rest, is that a bad thing right now? Maybe sell half in Maine, walk half away. I am looking at these possibilities. I was hoping to do it with stocks, but hell, they just keep on going today. As if we back out of this little guy here, put it in reverse, we take a look at the S&P 500, and they just marched right on through that little dotted line. They said, "Oh, is there a line there? Was we supposed to stop?" I mean, they did turn around a little bit. If we were to go down to the 15-minute and try to get the nitty-gritty, they did do a little U-turn over here. So we got to see what happens over here at the border. But by golly, they crossed the border there. Now I don't know if they're getting turned around for good, or they're going to flip over here and do a little slim slam and get past the guards and just they keep on a trucking. Or hell, maybe they're legit. I don't know what's going to happen over here, but that's very interesting. So we are in a caution area over here too. This is a great area for it to pivot and break the hell, but it's got trend lines it needs to break, right? Kind of strong trend lines that we're not even near. So, and just when you think that it's going to break, it just keeps going up again. So too early to predict that. But I would anticipate that some people are probably trying to short over here. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. It is a wonky week that we got with all this stuff coming out, but from what I'm hearing, the numbers are actually coming out pretty decent. So go figure. Everything wants to move but crypto and altcoins right now. And the moment that we've been begging for to see Bitcoin dominance come down, all it's doing is keeping altcoins from falling flat on their face right now. They're just kind of hanging out. Remember our little cheat sheet? They just kind of, I got them listed over here that they're stable. And so when you come down and look at how Bitcoin's doing, and then look how altcoins are doing, I mean, some of them are still green on the day over here. How crazy is that? What are you down on the daily? Top 100's not even down 0.1%. Top 100 to 200, not even down 1%. Some of the other ones are down maybe 2.5%, something like that. But overall, they're holding on. But what's going to happen when it flips back up? I think it's a slam bam. Thank you, ma'am. We're just postponing the pain. Because what if it comes down to find support anywhere through here? Because we're at some support levels right now, and altcoins are just hanging there. But this flips up and goes back bullish, either here or even down here. That's gonna, when all that happens, then altcoins usually it's not good. They usually fall. So I think what we're seeing is a decline, a hidden little decline here in altcoins, as we also see that, well, there's some money that keeps trickling back into, this is Tether dominance. I don't have USDC up here, but money keeps coming back, and it's more in here now than what was in there before. So I think people are slowly doing a little exit here as we go into June. People getting a little bit uncertain and saying, "Hey, man, AI and stocks are taking off, and I'd rather be a latecomer over there than just to sit here and watch my bag bleed out or whatever happens during the summer." I'm trying to get this thing off my screen. There we go. Are you off? It's off now. All right, good. 20 people hanging out with the turkey. Thank you so much for being here.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Unfortunately, it is time for one of them gosh darn commercials, though. Go on.
Liquidated again? Your portfolio is literally on fire. New leverage liquidation lotion soothes the emotional burn of margin calls. Side effects include thinking you're a genius and losing even more money. Still drinking that weak-ass normie coffee while you sell the bottom? Pathetic. Switch to good-ass coffee, triple filtered hopium with real diamond hand extract. One sip and you'll hodl through a 70% crash like it's Tuesday.
All right. And I think we're back. Got some weird studio stuff going on tonight. Where are you at, chat? I've got too many chats over here. Is this from tonight? Well, I guess we'll... Oh, man, I have to enter it all over again if it isn't. I think that was the old one. Okay. All right, and we got Forced Army, 69,420. Don, your damn buttons don't work anymore. Sean! And we got PMO and Ave Medina along with Strega. Good to see you guys. All right, so Bitcoin dominance, we got money coming back into there, and let's just kill our spiel. Bitcoin dominance is dropping down. Tether dominance is slightly going up as we watch altcoins just kind of keep losing it, really. And meanwhile, the stock market is like, we want to keep going up on some things. So crazy world we live in. While Bitcoin just keeps a tumbling on down. All right, so we're on the daily. I don't like us being under this cloud. I don't like that we lost this 50. We didn't have some kind of a little trap over here. That was the hopium situation, right? Well, I'm not so hopium anymore. It's starting to look like a 200 moving average confirmation on this rejection over here. 21 crossed to 50, 9 in, zoning in on this 100. Looks like we are starting to get that little push down. So, hello, here she go. And again, support around 68,500 where I'm going to start looking for to try to catch a little leg in there, and then we'll have to see how it does over here because we don't have a clue yet. We are bearish on the weekly. Stochastics coming down, red dot confirmations, money flow in the red. Got some bearish tendencies happening over here. We need to be vigilant. But that little sliver of hope that might keep the cushion from pushing too deep is the 9 over the 21 on the weekly. That's in our favor right there. That's in our favor that we may not just drop like a rock. So if anything's going to bring us back up to home base, it's going to be that. And golly, the smaller time frames, I'm not seeing it starting to show up just yet. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, let's come over and see what's hot and what's not. And this is what we got for winners and losers. And we see the lab keeps going up. You're $17? What the hell? You were just 16 a second ago. Clear, we're going to have to take a look at labs, which thinks it's the new River Rave COAI coin. It's what everybody's chasing these days. All them crazy. It always happens when the market dumps. There's always a crazy one out there, usually tied with Binance, that just seems to get everybody to chase. It's like, this is where all the money is. Let's go chase it. Let's go pick all our gains here. And boom. Is this you? What happened, Labs? This is not you. Meta Farm Labs. That's not you. Are we not in crypto? I think it's just Lab. Labubu. Oh look, there it is on Binance right there. Let's go directly to the horse's mouth that's running the show. Yeah, baby. What goes up usually does freaking come down. Is this one ever going to do it? Well, high as hell risk. So what can you say in a situation like this? It's going parabolic. It is looking for a blow off top idea or a rug pull. You've got falling volume with rising price, and that's the warning signs that all the traditional analysis says to be aware of. You also got a lot of sell pressure, sell wicks over here. I believe that this one is experiencing what is called, well, distribution, but I would probably call it sneaky ass distribution. You got that high and tight, I think is what it's called. Is it high and tight? She just looks like, but she's above the 9. So when it's above the 9 moving average, I made a rule that everything's fine. I can't say anything bad about it. But we can also make an argument that there's some resistance right up ahead, so it can't just keep on going straight up, straight up, straight up forever. But it looks like it's trying to go to 20. I am. Am I? I don't think I've got to play in this. I think I got stopped out or something. But I thought I was in somewhere around 15, somewhere over here. It's done good. Can it keep on going? Well, we can play the smaller time frames. It does have a trend line. There is a play here. You can make a play here. I just can't guarantee you that where she's going to stop and if it's going to be worth it or not. I mean, what's the target? It's not very much higher. That's the ballsy one. And there might be something here, but golly, it's high risk as hell. This is 24 minute. Put that a little longer out here and see what it would look like. Is it worth it? Put us tight. We do want a tight stop loss. The idea is we break this trend line. This idea is gone. I don't put it below this little wick thing where they tried to wick us out. You can get a 2-to-1 out of there if we can get that first target about $20. If we're lucky enough to get the full measure move, which is around 22, that would be a 3.6. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? And you're like, oh man, it's too late. It's too. I mean, is it? I mean, somebody's looking at it and just waiting patiently for a confirmation candle over here on the smaller, even on a smaller time frame. So that's a little subjective over here. Oh no, it's over. It lost the 9. It lost the 9 under 1 minute. Let's talk bad about it. It means we can get it cheaper. It means we can get a better risk to reward ratio. So the smart thing, since it's doing this, and see if we can get it down here about just a little under $17. Since she, on the 1 minute, she's too high to buy. She's at a little lower high there. Be looking for it to come back. Could even come back as low as 16.15, so 16.50. So see what's happening over here on the smaller time frames. While on the 6 minute, you're saying, we got our candle confirmation. Let's jump in. Time frames. This looks good. 9 above the 21. Did it cross bullet bearish and came right back? That's a bullish sign, people. I would like to see it come down over the next few minutes, but I might try to jump into you if you get closer. You get to 17. Are you going to get to 17 cents? Are you going to bounce from here? You below that 9. See if you can do some funny business over here right around 17 cents there. All right, some other guys that we want to take a look at today would be SCAT AI. Follow that one here on the channel. I don't know that I've got anything open with that one right now. Or not. It did really good, and then it came down and kept coming down. And this is where here's the trap, right? This is part of the trap, right? When they go parabolic, and you think, I'm gonna keep holding it, go up. This is now cooking. But when it's over, and maybe you're in it, and you're so used to being in the trade and it being a winning trade and everything, you're thinking, this is a good one. You're going to buy the dip, right? or you're so tempted to try to find the next low and play the next long on it. And they'll get you on this, man. They'll get you. Because it just goes sideways and a lot of down and sideways until there's a accumulation zone. It's got to reaccumulate again. In most cases, that's what you're looking at, and get a parabolic move. And this one came back deep. We went, looks like it did 886 retracement. Is that right? I'm going to go from the very, very bottoms to the very, very tippy tops. Yeah, we're right there. And there's a little room of error because I can't see how flat this thing goes down there. Hey, if this is the 2-hour chart, let me ask you a question. Is anybody just wondering, why the hell did he pull from way back there? If I was on the 3-day chart, where do you think my bottom would be? Or the weekly chart, where would it be? Would it be from here? Here? Probably be down in these areas to find the nice little bottom of that candle, right? I'm just saying, you need to get the, if it's a swing low to swing high, look for that low. Tweaker, who is what? All right, so we're in bottom area territory, and there's some hope here with these bigger moving averages, still kind of bullish that we can sweep back up there, but it doesn't mean that we're gonna just okay. We're in a possible accumulation zone for this one. All right, so is she getting ready to do anything now? Not seeing that just yet. Not seeing that just yet. All right, well, you were pumping today, so you got a little attention. What it's doing right now is we consider these things to be a bottom. She's in an accumulation little zone over here. All right, so I'm not impressed with what I'm seeing here. Let's move on forward and see what else is moving. This one's still got some more accumulating to be doing. Near, what are you doing though? This is near, and this is what, the 2 hour. Let's go with the 4 hour ribbon flip. Ribbon flip just confirmed over here. Now, when it finally confirms and this stuff starts fanning out, this is when you got to say, "Oh man, at some point she's going to get tired. She can only have so many of these moves up, zigzaggy moves up before one of them going to come back down. We're going to start testing these guys again, back to the 200, maybe even back to the 800, right?" And we may be getting kind of close to those. I'm just saying. So. There is the resistance. Okay, well, that makes perfect sense. That makes even better sense. What I do like about this is that when you connect this side, we got at least 3 touches on this side, 2 touches on the other. Makes this a valid pattern. It's a bullish pattern. Good chance for this to break to the upside. But I know what you're thinking, pattern trader. If this double saggy bottom booby pattern didn't play out, and it didn't, are we trying to do a bigger head and shoulders? That could happen, or it could just go ahead and go on up over here and come back down and play around with it. He can do anything it dang well wants to, man. Let's see what he do. But right now, she's above that 9 moving average, and you know, as they say, it's above the 9, everything's just fine. Get some of these crosses over here. I think we're trying to move our little happy asses up to test this 800 moving average. There's about 350 up, maybe up to that $4 target if we get out of this little accumulation zone, but we are at resistance, so beware of double tops over at $3. But near looks like she's got a little bit more gumption in her on the daily, I've got to say. And a breakout right here. We got some volume behind this. There's volume behind this move. But a good one, baby. Let's fib you out from this local low over here. 0.5. What do you got from over here? That's the one. That's the one. Yes. Yep. We got confluence. And I'm going to put in a little bonus target right here. We're looking for that AB equals CD on this parabolic move that we got going on right here. Oh, there's some resistance. We just encountered some resistance over here that I wasn't really looking at. I was looking at that, which is what we got right now. But right now, we're stumbling over here. It did make a higher high on this guy. So that little trick that's going to have to stumble up there, huh? Want to take this one a minute. But it's off to a nice little start right there, near. I'm going to look for near to try to work its way higher. Who knows, it may make a cup and handle. All right, so I'd like to take a look at INJ. That's injected protocol. Look at that, nice curve right there here on the 4 hour. That's nice. Look, it came and hit that target area and got rejected, came back down and said, "No, you're not going to get me." It did the little duck lip thing right there. You guys, the little duck lip thing. There's a chicken lady at the end screen tonight. Duck lips right there. 9 just bounced right off of that. Or the fuzzy chicken. I guess it could be a fuzzy chicken. Where are you, eyeballs? Everything looks better with eyeballs, I think. It just makes more sense when you put eyeballs on it. Doesn't it? It looks like a feathered chicken. Turkey snoodle. All right, so $7, man. That is so awesome. I like Neo or INJ. The big old nice rounded ass bottom right there, if I do say so myself. And that's what we like. Hey man, we got a duck. There we go. Get the duck off of there. So, see what we can do over here. We did make a higher high over here. This is a point of resistance. That was one of our big ass targets. One of our first ass targets over there. This is also a big falling wedgie here, man. And ultimately, we would need to take out the starting point over here, or we're going to do what we need to do with a bigger ass higher low. This bigger ass double bottom idea that has went over a couple of cycles. This one's actually further along. That's kind of interesting. So near at $52 in March of 2024. I'm not near. INJ did. That was amazing. And for anybody that did accumulate it when it was below $2 or $3, he's kind of like, hell yeah, that's a good choice. And it right now is one of those times that you could still be making that choice between over these next 6 months. I'm asking, what are you guys doing? What's your plan? Do you have a plan to do over this next year, these next 12 months that's kicking off? This is June. July, August, September, October, 4 months to potential time-wise bottoming of the cycle. Another 4 months after that, we're headed back toward what, January and all this? For Bitcoin, that is going to be prime accumulation time. 1 year of DCA would do wonders, in my personal opinion. That would be one of the smartest moves out here to do. Believe it or not. Instead of trying to trade every damn little move and trying to be that glorious day trader that just kills it, because statistically that's not on your side. But if you're trying to do what the OGs did back in the day, the ones that do have the yachts now and do have that old Bitcoin money, and they haven't spent it all or died or went crazy yet, and can do that. They slowly accumulated and just held it. I mean, that was the secret to their success, is to buy low, and especially on Bitcoin. And you would apply the same thing for the altcoins that you're looking at. This is one of the possible areas, but just know altcoins have a tendency to come. This one didn't do like all the other ones, though. I got to say, last time. The other ones that we saw, they would go back. Some of them come back all the way back to their bottoms, go up again, come back down. They oscillated a lot, or come back up, always going lower or something like that. Remember all that? We were bitching about it. This one actually did really good, and it just took a long, slow, easy ride down. But now she's in a nice little accumulation. So this would be one to plan or out over, because we can come back to $4 over the next few months. If you're thinking bigger picture over the summer, going into August and September, believe me, altcoins will not be, oh my God, we got to get in that. It's not, you're going to have plenty of times to get into them. All right, so you don't need to FOMO into them, especially if they've already started taking off. But you do need to make a plan about which ones to get into. You will have more time to get into your altcoins after Bitcoin solidifies its bottom, its actual bottom, and we actually do start the markup phase of the market. Right now, we're still trying to figure out if we're in the accumulation phase of Bitcoin, and I think we're still in it, and probably have a little, well, another good 6 to 8 months to go of it. Doesn't mean that some of these altcoins could be nice and juicy, but considering that altcoins are coming down a little bit, this one is at some areas of resistance that maybe building up a little bit up through here, even up to 770 if we are able to get up that high. May not be a bad idea. I'm just saying, what curves up usually flattens out and goes saggy if you give it enough time. Amen. Can I get an amen? All right, I'm coming back to the chat because the show's getting kind of weird. I got it. Where'd you go, chat? How'd you get back over there? I gotta plug you back in, don't I? Pop you out. Gotta drag you over here. I gotta get the code thing. Plug it into OBS. And then we've got you back. Or I could just put you over here and do this, but I like the little pop-ups. Fanny pack raid. Joe, how's it going? Were you streaming tonight, Joe? Joe's a fellow streamer over here. Were you streaming tonight? I don't believe so. You were. Joe was streaming tonight. It's today. Oh, wait a minute. Is today Monday? It's Mondays and Fridays, isn't it? Oh man. Hey, that's a cool thumbnail. Huh, that's cool. What's this for your next pay trader? Well, that sounds enticing. That makes me want to go see what you're talking about over there. All right, guys. We're going to wrap it up because I got to figure out what the hell is going over there. I'm glad to see you guys tonight and everything. Hey, Joe, how you doing tonight? Seriously, go check out Joe if you don't know what's going on over there. I'm curious to know. Let's come back to the chat over here. Glad to have you here, Joe. We got Damien Wins. This looks like it's going to keep running. Hits buy, it tops. I'm not buying this top. Fades it, keeps it running. Oh, we're talking about the one that would not stop. Lab. Hard to believe that we're at this point. Accumulate, and a little more accumulate. Damien Wynn says, my desk is filled up with Post-its around the borders. It's a good way to do it. I was actually leaving these notes where I know I should note to go look at them. I don't ever look at them. I wouldn't see it. Post-its do work better. Joe was handling the stream with kid gloves. Now you got me more and more curious over here. Look at that nice little rounded bottom. That is so cute. That's so nice and squishy. Well, if you want to put a pasty on it. Wonder if it's going to have a twin over here. That would be wild. Oh gosh. 800 or the 100 down here makes me wonder about it too. All right, let's move on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at some of them that have been kind of good, but maybe cooling off a little bit. Zcash, does it have more to go, or do we meet our maker over here? We meet our mark. I think we're coming for a pullback, but we haven't lost our main trend line. I think there's still some hope, but a lot of people would be predicting the head and shoulder pattern to form over here. Don't have a clue. Could, might not. If it does form, is it going to work out? Is that trend line be strong enough to keep it from coming down? I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I do know that we keep hanging around this top area over here at C. The next target area, main target area, to look that we got to go to is 768. If we were going to do that, I would think that we would bounce through here somewhere, right? So currently, we're just kind of looking at this kind of trend line idea that's hanging on by these candles and kind of wondering if it's going to stay around or not. I got a bearish cross going on. This is the daily. You sound kind of gloomy over here, man. Why don't we go to the weekly and see what you say over here? Looks like a perfect place for a red dot rollover is stochastics. Looks like you might be coming back. You might do a deeper retrace here. 9 moving average at 466, 338 at 21. Are these some prices that you're cool with holding in your position on this? That's what I'm asking myself right now. I'm thinking, I can go ahead and take all the rest of my profits in there, I guess, and see what can happen, rather than just watching what I've got that I bought too much of, or it's margin. See that go against me on the way down. Perhaps even short. Well, I have been kind of on spot margin. It goes a little different over there. But these are some nice little target areas at 679. We're at 555, so just $100 down. Is there a buy here to sell it when it goes higher? I mean, you can do whatever you want to do, I guess, but what if it comes all the way back down to 333? 333 there, testing that 200, that 21 or 50 moving average. She wanting to be coming down, but I can't say anything bad about it. It hadn't broke the 9 moving average, at least on that time. It has on the daily. You're a dirty rat over here. What the hell's going on with you? That's your first crossover here. You're going to give up like that? Man, Damn it, Zcash. I expected more from you. See, I'm kind of harsh on them when they break that non-moving average. They know not to do it when they're around me. You better get your ass back up there. We're going to call management. You had to flip the script on that one. And easy to say that after they first cross, but it's like, I don't know. You ever run up on two beagle hounds, you know, and they're kind of doing their thing, and you're trying to pull them off of it, and you can't pull them off of each other. They're just stuck. Hard to do anything with it at the moment. You gotta go grab the bucket of ice and throw on them and hope that does it or something. So it might take a little to thaw this out over here. It just now crossed, so I hope it doesn't slam us down over here. But it's got the incentive right now over here. Zcash. If anything, that 9 crossing that 21, that green line crossing that red one, man. All right, people. Let me come back to the chat over here. People coming in and out. I think I'm boring people. It's actually starting to look funny. Little yellow squares all around the edge of the odds for a couple of stonks. Wrote on them. Leaving notes in a book is horrible. I look at my screen and I see them post-its. Best reminder. I think I do have some post-its over here. Yeah, I do have some over here. Probably should use it. Oh, I got invisible ones. Oh, you didn't see the edges of them. But yeah, look, I got the special invisible ones. They were on sale for free if nobody was looking. No, I'm kidding. But they're magic. They're like, woo, look, I'm here. Now I'm not. And that doesn't help me to see them when I need to see them. And I think that might be my problem with post-its. I think I got the disappearing post-its. It looked cool at the time, but it's not as functional as I thought it would be honest with you. All right, 14 people hanging out with the Goofy Turkey tonight, and we're just trying to... So, Zcash, man, here on the 4 hour, you look a little straggly over here, but you don't look as bad on the 4 hour. I gotta say, you look pretty good for $549. Not too bad, at least over here. Let's hope that you can maintain these bullish crosses you got on these smaller moving averages and trying to move up. Zcash, still holding some hope for it. It hasn't made a lower low yet, so until that happens, it's hard to be too hard on it, right? Don't want to be too critical and take all of its hopes and dreams away and then watch it just fall down and make you say, oh, why didn't you save me? It's all your fault. And really it was because you was talking shit to it. I'm just saying. I try to be a little bit encouraging when I catch them over here and they need some support right now. And I'm here to give it to them because I'm a cool turkey. I'm just saying, I'm the buttery one. I'm the buttery talker over here. I will talk to these coins. All right, so let's move on to another coin. I want to take a look at Jupiter. I keep talking about Jupiter, but I've not really bought any. And I'm thinking, you're at 20 cents. We know you can do pretty good over time. I like JLP better, but we can definitely need to at some point start targeting that 70 cent area again. You still technically in some nice accumulation zones over here, and I kind of like this little crisscross you got going on with this moving average flip. And I'm thinking, Jupiter, you're looking darn sexy. I wish you hadn't lost that trend line, but you did come back to it and try to test it. And that means we can move this down here for 2 touches or 3, maybe 3. We want to squint our eyes a little bit with that double bottom. And not, just don't ask, don't tell, and bounce off of here for that third one. Maybe we're getting it. Maybe we got a little minor breakout over here. I'm seeing a little volume spike, but could easily come all the way or a little happy asses back down here to a mere 17-18 cents, which is we're at 20 cents. So what's a couple of pennies between friends? This is a great accumulation area, in my personal opinion, and I should be taking advantage of it and nibbling in on me a little bag of Jupiter that I can sell when it gets up. I would hope about $2 or $3 because it seems like it was. Were you not up there? No, I was dreaming. Confusing you with somebody else? Was it your sister? Your aunt? Yeah, that happens sometimes. I'm sorry. Tell her I said, well, tell her thank you, and then I guess I should tell you I'm sorry. And trying to call me. All right, so 36 cents 88 is that what we're looking? Yes, that would be from our swing high to our swing low, baby. Probably that old bigger one. Let's go back and revamp just make sure double check ourselves over here. Oh no, where did you come from? Mamma mia, let me go. Okay, that is cool. That one can stay. This one, I gotta verify. Where the hell did you come from, mister? Sean, have you been infiltrating my charts over here? And that's really close to the other one, but that is what we got. And oh, I should have left it over there. Should have left it where it was. Not moved it. Oh man, you did it again. Save. All right, so we'll move it down here. Right there. It might have been where it was. I don't know, honestly, but that's where it's going right now. Swing high to swing low, accumulation zone right over here. Which I like to read as, hey man. Hey man. Anywhere under that 31-cent area is a pretty good place to pick up this, man. I'm just saying, man. If you pick one up for me, I'll pay you back, you know, maybe on Tuesday. All right, so 9 bullish cross over the 21 on the weekly. That looks cool. I don't really see you being valid over here. We'll take you away. Probably want to put you back on the smaller time frame like this one. This little area right here we seem to be testing. 50 moving average also there. Looking juicy. Okay, Jupiter. Might want to put this on the radar. It's got the big red cloud and the little sliver green that usually means that we may see ourselves on the other side of that green as we go through the summer here. So this one might be to look at as a summer bouncer or a summer bummer. We don't know yet, but I'm leaning a little bit to see this one do a little thing. A 1, 2, or 3. No, it can't be. Oh my God, we're doing the elite wave count. So there's another method. Higher high over here, higher lows, get us up here. 20 cents to go to 31. That just sounds like it could be a money maker to try to get. What if we come over here? What if? Been a minute. Been a while since I said I'm sorry, but that's 140%. What is it right here? 70%? Are you kidding me? 70% gains on spot just to do that? All right. I would not mind turning $500 into, you know, like $850 or something like that. That would be cool. What I would like better if I turned $500 into like, yeah, like around $1,300. That would be cool. That way I could take my $500 out and then keep the rest of it. And maybe if you come back down here, I'm putting my $500 again and then try to do it all over again. Yeah, I like that idea. Yeah, that's a good play. 22 people hanging out with the talking turkey over here. Thank you for being here. If you haven't, oh, whoa, Elvis!
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Crypto cowboys, moon or alimony bags. Subscribe to Road Dogg Crypto now. Like or bear eats ya. Better call Road Dogg.
All right. Let me come back over to the chat here. Chat, where did you go? You keep disappearing on me, and I keep looking at my screen, which is this way and not this way, which I would prefer to look this way. I need to work on a fix for that. I'm on Jupiter for the long run this year, says DeX Native. We'll reassess at the end of the year. I think it looks like a good pickup over here. I really do. Not a bad one from what I can tell. FCL, how you doing? All right, let's take a look at XLM because not everybody, but a lot of people were chasing that one when it was going up, and then it stopped going up. That's crazy. What would make it do such a thing? Oh, is that an M top? That usually comes when you get a big, nice move up. If you're lucky, sometimes it just comes on right on down without an M top. And what does this M top mean? Because that's perfect for looking for harmonics. You got a 0.5. Yes, you do. We're looking for this retracement. Believe it or not, like the wind would come out of its sails. But most likely, we're looking for some kind of double bottom action over here at 16.5 cent area. Believe it or not, you heard it here first. Damn, and I was trying to get long on you. All right, so 4 hour. Lost that trend line. But wait, how can you tell the difference between this and a flag to the upside? Well, Johnny, I like that. I like how you're thinking over here. You're immediately thinking just because we go up, but we just come right over here and we draw. Oh, look, well, that's probably where we were first, right? Well, yeah. Oh, well, that's okay. We can do anything. We can just make it over here. Oh, let's do that. Well, if it keeps coming down, we'll keep doing. We just until that. Always the flag, right? Well, Johnny, my explanation would be that we got a trend line, which is what we should do right here. And see how it broke that, and then it started riding underneath it. It pisses me off when that happens too, because you're like, oh, I should probably sell here, and then you're like, oh man, you went up back up. I need to get back in. But then it comes back down, and you're like, oh man, why does this keep happening to me? And it's because the trend line was here, and it was resistance. And we bumped into it so many times and couldn't get up it. It just had to give up and come on down, man. And you know what? Because we broke this idea, if you were looking at channel theory, you would probably be expecting that you could get a measure move all the way down, just like this little guy. Well, from the breakout back down to this 886 fib area. I'm just saying, if you're looking at it from that perspective and not trying to immediately assume that it was just going to be a flag to the upside. And when it does this and double tops and we couldn't get past here, broke that trend line, it's pretty much saying, hey bub, this trend may be over. And once it gets past here, it's probably confirmed. But this is when you're told, well, we'll just wait for it to come out and it'll touch the 21 and we jump in. And I'm like, okay, it's just got to touch it. That's it. Well, if it did that, you're probably a little disappointed because you're not seeing that we lose the 21 and the 9 moving average. Losing that one, lose the 9, everything's not fine anymore. Right? That's why we say that. Lose the 9, it shook things up, man. Something's going to give, right? Just took it a minute. And now we're looking at a rollover. That 9 moving average here on this 4-hour time frame crosses that 21. Well, that will propel us down. And you could be seeing that big ass measured move take us down to them juicy areas right down here to the 886 fib. That would be one way to be looking at it, just with simple trend lines and whatnot and moving averages. Let's go. Or you can keep doing this, but we got touches. You do have some touches there, man. Might even come up in here and do something else and make a little head and shoulders. But I see, if you're looking at head and shoulders like this, you might be right. You might have something. But I said, oh man, we did it again. Damn it. I don't know why he keeps doing that. But I've been seeing this trend where we get an upward trend and people looking for this bottom head and shoulders here. And why do you keep doing that? And for anyone interested, over here into the chart room area, into the classroom area, there's some post over here that I kind of got with just to get some solid answers and stuff like that on it about measure move theory. The best methods to apply it, because there's a lot of people on here measure moves that, well, they just do it very different. And things just kind of spread on YouTube. They see somebody do it and then somebody else starts to do it and everybody starts following each other. Like, that's what happens on YouTube. It happens in every niche. Somebody wants to copy what somebody else is doing and they do the same thing and all this other stuff and whatever. And then if it's wrong, and then it keeps being wrong. All right. So, and there's some other stuff that it goes over. What else did we go over? Proper methods to help you properly identify chart patterns. And it also talks about this method right here that I'm showing you. And this is one of the things that I like to hammer home here on the channel is the trend line. Because just because you want to flag it out and consolidate it, it's either going to be a distribution or a reaccumulation if we got something behind it, right? If there's a trail behind it, it's one of those two. A distribution is what it usually ends up being a lot of times, and you get that. But I believe that be a better method. And then I also believe that we got the harmonics right here to tell us that we got this possible guy. And what this possible guy means is, like, if it comes down here and confirms, right? And we do get some type of double bottom. It could be a bigger one, smaller one, whatever. Don't even have to do it, but that's even a better sign that this is going to get funky fun to play. And then we'll come back here, and possibly higher reversal. And we want to look for a good entry right here, about 16-17 cents. That's what that says. So knowing that, we try to look for it and see it, but we haven't got there, so it's not confirmed, right? it's not confirmed, but you can play this eye down there and short, I guess. You might want to wait till you get past break a trend line or something, just with a little confirmation. We're not trying to wiggle around through here and do some other stuff, right? Because there's no confirmation until it gets down here. This is just a hope and a dream, but it's mathematically kind of how this crap works, right? All right. Wow, I feel like what is this? This is Stellar Lumen? I'm just going to leave this. And we come over to our moving averages and whatnot over here. Maybe you go to our indicators and look on a bigger time frame. Do we have anything over here? What's going on? Where this is? Oh, this is Coinbase. Were you one of the last ones? I'm going by limited price action over here. This is oh man, this is very recent. And I could be totally wrong because I'm just basing it on what I got here. I don't think I think this is be true what I'm seeing, but I could do even better if I had more price action to go by over here. I need to zoom out. XLM. I think that's one to pay attention to because I think the dirty bastards on Wall Street or whatever, whoever they are. Yeah, here we go. Other price. Oh, that's cool. So we got a nice little ribbon flip here. Yeah, we can be coming all the way back down to talk to all these guys. Yeah. Oh, that's right around our target area. That's crazy. That's crazy. So I'm just saying, it might take it a minute to get back down there, but I would be looking for the possibility. Let's just say that. I want to take a look at grass because, well, why not? You got any? You guys holding any grass? Anybody? How much grass you holding? I'm just saying. Asking for a friend. So a similar situation on this one too, and we're tracking this trend line here. And if it breaks back into this trend line and continues through here, then this may not going to happen. But it looks like it might be getting a little bearish retest, and I would say because we're in that big green cloud and this red one over here, we're probably going to be coming back down and working our way through these moving averages and just kind of slowly, possibly coming back down to 32 cents here, which would be the excellent entry point to try to catch a bigger move. Possibly up to 79, but at least hopefully back to around this 62 cent area or higher. That'd be a nice little double up. So the moving averages are flipping, and we're testing them and probably will test them again, and that would be a good place to get in. And also make an argument for some support right now. So it's got, whether that's a possible bearish or bullish situation, depending on you look at. I see kind of bullish to do that. But if we want to look at the other flip side of it, right now this is holding support, and you might have a double bottom off of that idea. What does this idea mean? Well, that's where we're looking for the technically the bearish. It's technically a bearish setup, an AB equals CD. This would be A, B, C, D. It's a bearish one, but it doesn't get bearish until we get over here, just like this one doesn't get bullish until we get down here. It's kind of the flip-flop. So we could be doing that, and that takes us up. Oh, we're going to move you over a little bit. Right over here to 78. 78 cents there. And let me dig a little confluence over here. Swing high to swing low. I put something over there in the classroom about Fibonacci's too. I think I even shared it with Joe. And just to go over how to probably... Sometimes I see people, like, if they're trying to get extensions over here, like they're pulling from the top and pulling from to the bottom to get the extensions. I mean, you can do it, but that's you're missing the concepts, my friend, and you're also missing the. You can see some reactions enough to make you think that you're doing it right and everything, but you're kind of, that's kind of applying it backwards. You would want to pull from high to the new low, and always remember that where you're pulling to, the target over here is the zero. right? Top to the zero. If that makes a retracement, and the things above the 100 are the actual extensions that we'd be looking for that way. I'm just trying to help a brother out. And you would also see that that's to make these harmonic tools work. That's exactly how that they are doing it too, right? So that's the principle behind how fibs are kind of pulled, and it's not just this, but even Elliott wave. So it's kind of like, if you're not doing it that way, and maybe you're convinced that, but you're still kind of the oddball out of the group, which is not a bad thing. All right, it's not a bad thing. But the people that do know that you don't know. I'm just saying. And they're all like, why doesn't he? Where's he go? He'll figure it out one of these days. All right, so let's go to DEXE. And this is at $20.50 is the next target area that we kind of got up there. Hopefully it can bounce off that 50 moving average. This is a 4-hour time frame. That's cool. So you get some little bearish divergence trying to build up over here. It's like it might even be from over here too. So maybe we can squeeze another little thing out of it. Maybe we can't, but I would hope that we could at least come up to about $20 right there. She still hasn't broken any major trend lines, just this local one over here. But if you're looking on the very tip tops, could that be an M? And then you got to get into just taking this impulse move over here to try to figure that one out. And it really doesn't qualify. It really doesn't qualify. So I think that we're just trying to mature a little bit on this angle. Kind of like we did over here. And they have a tendency to start out and do some kind of little bear trap. We might get a little bear trap off of this, off that 50, right? Bounce our little happy asses up and then see if we can get a new little angle there, but we'll have to see what happens. Duality C, how we doing? Good to see you, my man. This summer I'm watching Algo, Fetch, INJ. INJ's doing good. I think that's a strong one to watch. Near looks good. A-Star, I'm not as familiar with it, but I hear a lot of people talk to it. There was another one called A-Star, which I think I still owe a bag of it on some wallet that I haven't looked at in 2 years. WLD, that one seems to be moving too. I'm kind of shocked myself. We've been looking at that a couple of nights ago. Ondo, kind of mixed on Ondo. I've never been a big fan of Ondo, and its price performance has kind of proven why, but there's too damn many tokens. And now we see the price effect of it, how it just, and how much money's got to come into the market to lift it up now. Yeah, that's where it's going to get tricky and sticky. Tricky, sticky. Things change though. They do change. That is very true. Fetch AI, I still got some from last time too. There's been staking. I forgot I had it. And then I was like, oh, cool. Oh, you're down a lot. But INJ, I do like that one and near those ideas, but and Tau. But then again, we do have to change. I would advise making sure that there's something good, and I would look also to your layer ones, your strong layer ones. It's every time. That's how it works. I mean, I know this is old. This is definitely old school, and we didn't even get to go all the way through this. We haven't really been all the way through it very good at all in the last 2 cycles, in my personal opinion. But it is Bitcoin first, and then we start getting into it. Basically include the layer ones. It used to be Ethereum. Now we started seeing Solana also kind of take some of the lead. It may be the Ethereum killer. Who knows? In some regard. I still think the big boys have got something to do with Ethereum. They got plans and already had all everything planned out or dotted or agreed upon or however. They probably sacrificed a few pigeon in some banker's back room at some central banking place and decided they would all use Ethereum for real world assets or something crazy. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't a pigeon. Maybe it was a chicken. They also probably ate turkey for Christmas and Thanksgiving, the dirty bastards, but hey, Can't win everybody over. But layer ones is what I would look on, and then also keep an eye on the DeFi on those big layer ones. I think those are usually the two that get the most traction, that seem to be kind of worthwhile. And so, you know, like INJ, that's technically our layer one, near layer one. Theta is layer one, right? Theta, I don't know, man. Theta just didn't, unless they got something up their sleeve, make a comeback, but they kind of fell off. Algo, we keep hoping. I kind of gave up on Algorand. Where's Hype? Where did you leave it? I haven't seen it all day. Or have I? Did we? Look at you, Hype. Are you going past our little red line? You little slurpy dickens, you over there. So this is a 113, that's a 1272 fib area right there. AB equals CD ideas, and we're right up there. That was the play I was taking anyway. It was just a little... Shoot, really, that wasn't even you, was it? Oh, he was from, no, what the hell? Oh, I know, yeah, right. Zoom the hell out, turkey. It was from way back here. Yeah. See? You gotta remember where you come from. This is the daily chart, from way back here to way down here to projecting this. And let's see if we can even fine tune that one. So that was a 786. So yeah, I am kind of sticking with those. I'll still stick with those. Snap it. And it can be that easy as that idea right there. Not put it at the flag to the upside. But for those of you who don't know, that fibs and measure moves go hand in hand. Here's what we got is resistance right here. This is a good place to be taking profits on Hype, considering that, you know, altcoins may fall off tomorrow or the next day, especially if Bitcoin goes down to 68,000. I don't think altcoins are going to follow it. Then I don't think you've been in the market enough cycles there to know that yeah, altcoins don't like it. That was a nice touch there, touch of the wick, little something there to bounce back from before we got up here. So we bounced off the edges of the channel, baby. Hype, it's time to consider taking some profits, because at some point over through here we should be trying to work on a little pivot and come back down. Now we may get a breakout, and that may get everybody excited. Maybe we hit $80 something or something, right? I don't expect it to stay. But one of the best things I could recommend is, like, here on the 1 hour, man, you got a trend line. Hell, play until it breaks the trend line, and then take profits when it breaks the trend line, or along the way. A little bit here, but we'll definitely take profits when it breaks the trend line, because that's probably going to come down a little bit. If it doesn't, and by gosh, you know, you get all your unicorn 4-leaf clover hopes and dreams to happen, and, you know, you break out of here, and then it just goes freaking bullish while everything else in the world capitulates or something crazy. Yeah, maybe you come and hit 115. Sounds crazy now, until that one day that it happens, or that day that it never happens, and you look back and say, yeah, you thought it was going to 115. But I mean, if the stars align and everything happens, and we get a bullish, you know, we can work our way up there some way, however we do it. Okay. Damn it. Why does it keep doing that? Let me reload this. That pissed me off. Every time I back up, does it still take me to home? The coin or stock or whatever it is named home. It keeps doing that. That's irritating. Makes me feel like that's subliminal. All right, so hype. There'll be some support on their little fall down about 55. Maybe it'll catch something there. I would be looking to try. This is the 4 hour now. 4 hour still looks strong. Yeah, we wouldn't even went to 1 hour, right? That's where we drew a trend line. I think that trend line's a good strategy right there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's come over and take a look at Bitcoin and see how low have you went, Bitcoin? Are you trying to come back up on the low lows? Playing games over here. Look, it's a V-shaped recovery. No, it's not. Look, it's another V-shaped recovery. No, look, it's a V-shaped recovery for real. Probably not. Probably not. It played so much with this 50 moving average area over here. Hate it when it does. They did the same thing over here with this. I think with about all of them. They like to come underneath them and then no. And lately, it's been annoying AF and a bunch of chop. The more I see it, the more I think that we can just slowly burn our little asses down here, and then maybe we do get a little bit up and down. But I'm not looking to long anything over here. I'm not seeing the support things that I need, and I would actually have to see it get above here about 71.5 and just actually confirm it. At this, you got to wait for confirmations on something like this. Or else you're going to do what I found myself doing was basically catching up all enough. I'll get this long, and you'll get up here and maybe take a little profit or not enough profit, or keep getting stopped out and chopped up. It's just chop right now, and I think it's engineered chop. Get us here, but remember the weekly chart is bearish, so as long as it's bearish, and especially if we're below a trend line, we got to take that in consideration. Even though I love this little ribbon flip we're trying to get over here. So, seeing that and what's going on there really makes me want to see what happens over here at 68, though. 68 is the bigger 618 fib area from the low to the high there. Be notable to see what we can do, but considering what we've done over here, remember that there is a lower area, but still not lower than what we got. If we lose 59, then oh hell, tuck your head between your knees. Tornado drill. Hope you don't lose your ass on that one. See what happens. But we got lots of areas of support on the way down. We talked about that earlier, as far as dropping to 38,000, just like it's going to happen next week. But we could experience a very routine crypto summer that it's never really fun. And you look back and say, oh yeah, those selling May guys, damn. We're doing this next year, I promise. And then I'm not completely done it, but I'm about to probably make some decisions after the show tonight. Start trimming some of these altcoins while they're still up. I'm just saying, that's what I'm looking at doing right now. Whether it's the right choice or the wrong choice, it's going to be my choice. I'm going to own it because I can see a possible bearish retest. It could be at least coming back here for a hopeful, or if the harmonic works out, we got a bigger drop over here, right? If the measure move from the trend line works out, we got a bigger drop over here, right? Same area. I don't really want to ride that down, especially if it's got any leverage tied to it, even if it's 2 to 3x. No. 29 people? Oh my God. Is it time for a commercial? Not if these buttons don't work, Sean. I'm just saying. John, you suck.
Still drinking that weak-ass normie coffee while you sell the bottom? Pathetic. Switch to good-ass coffee. Triple filtered hopium with real diamond hand extract. One sip and you'll hodl through a 70% crash like it's Tuesday.
Woohoo! Some good-ass coffee. And we're also sponsored by Milfy Cereal. Damn it, Sean.
Part of a well-balanced diet. Every morning, yeah, you know I gotta try it. Yeah. Pour it up, Milfy cereal in my bowl.
30 people.
Mom's in life forever, that's good for my soul.
Did we do good ass coffee, Sean? I don't think we did.
The morning's gray, the clock's a foe. The world outside moves slow, so slow. But there's a spark, a golden glow.
Good ass coffee.
Coffee's here, you know. Oh, the best part of waking up.
Good ass
coffee in your cup. Sip it smooth, feel the rush. Oh, darling, nothing else can hush the blues that brew till the sun pops up.
Good ass coffee. It's the boldest, best coffee you'll ever have. Get your good ass coffee today.
It's so good and ass at the same time. 33 people hanging out with a turkey.
For
Thank you
those
for
of you
being
out
here.
there who've been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, we got a few times. We got any altcoin requests you want to go over? Just bring them up. We're going to take a look at latest for BetaBot because we know that's coming. We're going to take a quick look on the 4-hour right here. All right, still looks like we're trying to move our little way back down to retest this area, BetaBot. Still could be coming down. I want to see it do a double bottom here. See what happens over here. It's a good chance that we could catch a little something in this area and see if we can hold it, right? If not, then we got the old 886 there as the backup. But didn't have any harmonic confirmation that I could see that was mentioned that one. I think I looked. So I'm looking at 786 to hold and then maybe pull us back up. All right. Now I want to take a quick look at ton. That one's been kind of holding pretty decent. It does hold pretty decent overall. I remember last bear market, you know, doing videos on it because I like the idea of it, and especially getting Gary Gensler out of the office, just got more of a chance now. But hanging around, you know, $1.50, $1.60, that it just stayed there for the longest time. Last cycle seems like. Can we prove that? Not over here, but you don't go back that far. Where is this? Binance? Binance, were you late to the game on Ton Coin? Binance got too hoity to take meme coins. Usually they were the first ones to find meme coins, or not meme coins, but small cap coins and stuff. We need more information over here. I guess we could go to the Bybit. If you got a bigger, Bybit had it. Okay. So, yeah, so we ranged through here and all this other good stuff. But then it had this good range. It went all the way up to $8. Now, if you're looking and you're zooming out on this guy on the weekly, you can see, well, it looks like a good place to buy. And I got to say, yes, sir, you are correct, sir. She may be a slow buy until she gets going, but at some point, if you make your decisions now before it gets up to $4 and you sell it at $6, and whoa, I made $2 off of every one of them. But if you're buying it down here under $2, under $2.36, according to the high to the low, to tell me where price is going to go, where should I buy? Where am I going to regret not buying when it starts going into market phase? Your answer is here. Underneath the red line, beyond the red door, right here, the zone of missed opportunities and the zone of regret. And I don't know if we're coming back down for another butt cheek or if we're just going to rally on up, and we got options from there too, right? If we rally on up, we could be heading to 350, considering what's going on in the market. I'm saying that's probably not going to happen, but that's just me talking, and I'm just a turkey here on YouTube. But you did get rejected, and you can't seem to get over this 50, and I don't know, maybe you got another bit butt cheek in you, okay? That's cool if you do. I'm cool with that. This is on the weekly. It's kind of hard to tell. Let me come in 4 hour or daily. Daily over, that's daily looking sexy AF. What are you doing over here? That little curve. We like the little curve. Rounded bottoms pay the bills. Sometimes they cheat too, but that's another story, I guess, for another time. But rounded bottoms can pay the bills if you know how to make it. They know how to work it. All right, so would we be, might we be getting a nice little move to take us right up here, because we got the confluence for it right there, that measured move. Notice I took that measured move from swing high all the way to the swing bottom low, and not just randomly here or there, whatever, nor did I also move it over to some place or try to get some kind of angle because I have OCD or some kind of crazy crap like that. I just try to do what I tried to do over here. Or I could take the old fib method over here and just apply that thing here mathematically and look for that particular Fibonacci right here. You zoom in. I got the cheater things over here. It's my negative 382 zone that I'm looking at right there. And so we got confidence that we could be working on a little happy-ass move. That's not saying it's going to be. It could be. This is the bullish situation. 350. 350, make me holla. We get paid to do the wild thing. Bear situation I'd be looking for would probably be, oh yeah, would probably be a 786. That's a Gartley idea. That could take us back to $1.50 if we can't get past this little red line or past this 256 area over here. Either one of those would work for this idea, and then this would be the sweet ass spot to get in. So that's my interpretation of what we're looking for. Another bit looking for down here. If we break a trend line, well, that trend line falls right here. So we'd come up and we come down and can't hold it, do all the other crap, we could find ourselves down here. All right, that could happen over summer. I'm just saying, as we go into July, that's a good scenario. It can happen. However, the flip side is we haven't broke the trend line. Looking good here, looking good here. If we're going to go up, this is our goal. And not only that one, we can also get some other targets along the way. And along the way, I would be looking at this particular one right here. And also this one right here at 266. So if I want some little areas to be watching out for, I'll be looking at 233, 266, 322, but most notably 350. If we can get up to 350 from where we are and not crash our plane in the process, that's a 70% gain. If we just happen to go up here a little bit and decide, no, that's as far as I'm going, dog. I want to drop like a rock, and probably wouldn't drop like a rock. Could be coming down 36% from the C area if we happen to get up there, right? So right now it's looking like she's trying to work on something, and I want to cheer her on for 350 because, well, hell, why not? You're at a rounded bottom. This is the first place I'd be looking for that AB equals CD thing to come into play to try to work up through these moving averages all the way up toward this 800. Then we got to come and take out this guy. First, we got to take this guy out. These are the perfect higher targets to do it. But we got to start kind of trying to take these guys out over here. Or else what are we doing with our life? If we're not going to moving one step forward all the time, well, you're just on a downward spiral. We don't want it to be on a downward spiral. We want some higher highs and higher lows. We want to get high, damn it. That's all we want to do here in this studio is just get high all the time. I'm just saying, ask Sean. His eyes are redder than Squirrely Dave's over here. 30 people hanging out. If you guys don't know who Squirrely Dave is, I'm going to plug this over here real quick. Crypto Music TV right here. We got a video competition show over there. You can go check it out over here. Also got Squirrely Dave comedy. You like crypto comedy from a stoner squirrel? Well, then you like Crypto Dave. Don't let your kids watch it. It's not for kids. Don't be stupid. Or you can watch his comedy specials, clip from the shows, and all this other stuff. If you like the music that you're hearing behind you, you can probably stream a lot of it on Spotify. But if you want all the latest stuff that we're kind of hearing in the background, over here on Defcoin Records, you can go check it out. Be one of the 26 subscribers. Make it go up one. Take it to 27. Put a smile on the turkey's face, and let's get some music going over here. I got visualizers going over here with a lot of the songs that you hear in the background that you guys say, hey man, you should release that. I want to see how it does over here before I release it to streaming services. Looks like everybody likes Hey Hey. That sounds like a chicken name from Moana, but it's also a song. 90,000 or 70,900 Bitcoin. Are you just being shaky over here? You can't make up your mind what you want to do. You just want to play with everybody's head on a big Monday. Is it going to be the fake out Monday, or are we going to continue? I think it looks like we got the possibilities to continue down. The momentum is just not here, people. Just not here. Not yet. Not yet. I don't know what these dirty bastards are up to, but we do know that the weekly is saying, man, dude, you got to chill out, brother. You got to chill out, man. I gotta reset a little bit. Stochastics turning over just like they did over here in July of 2025 to the downside. We got a little red dot just like we did over here at August in 2025 to the downside. We got the money flow turning red just like it did over here in January, and we came down a little bit, or we went up a lot. So we got some warning signs over here on the weekly saying that overall it's bearish for us, okay? And just waiting for some other confirmations. One of these would be the weekly RSI crossing over that yellow signal line. That would be bearish. But it's also good. We've already got some of the bearish stuff out of the way, right? We're looking for a higher low out of this one. But with price action, we may be looking for a lower low candle bodies. Not wicks, but candle bodies, right? On this weekly time frame. And again, that would mean us getting below 66,000 for that to happen. I talked about this earlier. But over time, weeks, months, over the summer, into October is what I'm kind of looking at. We might find ourselves, and this would be a beautiful situation, bouncing off the 200, maybe below it, touching the trend line, maybe as low as 58. I don't know. It don't matter. Somewhere through here, we get our bullish divergence on the weekly. We got the perfect setup to bounce and to get the hell out of this zone and then start working our way to a markup for Bitcoin. This be our Bitcoin bottom. That's just one scenario I'm throwing out there, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'm going to the end screen to hang out with all of you cool kids and look at the chicken lady.
Yeah. Banger. What, only got $50 in my fan.
It's alive. Got my copy.
I'm hunting, looking for a shit coin. This is freaking awesome. Now I walk into the DEXE like, what up? I got a small bag. I'm so stoned the candles
You paid
before
my
me the
copy.
charts a dish rag. Smoke is hanging in the room like a haunted shroud. I'm at the bottom of the order book looking for a cloud. Rode up to the chart room, hadn't slept in like 3 days. Couldn't tell if it was Tuesday or my eyes had gone haze. Crypto winter, every altcoin down 98%. That ain't a bear market, my dude, that's a rug tent. But I'm digging through the rubble like an archaeologist. Grandpa coined up rugged, but the chart got a fish, got a J. Peg up a frog with shade, smoking a J. Floors 0.04 ETH, I'm copping that today. I see you rolling, drinking your stable coin tea. Just trying to
Layup
follow into
coin.
Bitcoin around 83K. I call that.
She's back in the pattern. Good place to take a little bit more profit on this one if you guys got into it. Just saying. It's starting to look a little bit more bearish over here. She might be coming down.
$50 in my fan time. I'm hunting, looking for a shit coin. This is freaking awesome. What you know about a micro cap pull from a charity wallet? What you knowin' about a deal with one dev in a par ride? $2 token supply. Dev's been ghost since 2021. RIP, but I am rolled into the Telegram. 16 members, 4 of them bots. 3 recruiters spamming, 1 guy yelling, we're going to Mars. I bought the dip, then I bought the dip, then I bought the dip again. Each dip got a dip, be a dip. My portfolio's a canyon. I'm in the rug pull of the rug pull of the rug pull. My friend got a main coin shaped like a hot dog named Vina Chain. Got a fork up a fork up a fork of Doge. Lord, $20. Bought me 10 million. Now my hands are grands. Got a jig like a bus hit on a unit like a on fire. The metadata's broken. The artist retired. But the lore, bro, the lore is what matters. The lore is the snail invented gravity vibes, not numbers. I'm gonna stack some bags. Only got $50 in my fan time. I'm hunting, looking for a shit coin. This is freaking awesome. I wear your grandpa's blades. I'm in the red. I'm holding rugs that pulled before I went to bed. I'm by time feeding. I'm a thrifting degenerate. I'm gonna moon. Just give me like 12 years. Maybe like you bought what? Yeah, I bought Ghost Coin. By the way, that abandoned in 2020, and he left the keys in the contract. My dude, anybody can mint. So I minted 900 billion last week. Call myself the founder. I'm not a copycat. I'm a copy of a copycat. Cat. I don't ape. I lemur. I'm a 6 degrees removed proud mate. Limited edition, my dude. Everything's limited. There's only one of me, and I'm holding all the supply. I take those bags off your hands for you, sir, free of charge. You're welcome, you're welcome. No, the pleasure was mine. I'm helping the ecosystem. I'm a public servant. I'm Mother Teresa with diamond hands and a bar. I'm gonna stack some bags. Only got $50 in my fan time. I'm hunting, looking for a shit coin. This is freaking awesome. I'm gonna stack some bags. Only got $50 in my fan
A little
time.
extreme.
I'm hunting, looking for a shit coin. This is freaking awesome. Is that your wallet? Is that your wallet? Is that your wallet? Is that your wallet? Yeah, that's my wallet. $50, $50, my dude. Crept the winter, my dude. This is summer in my portfolio.
We did needle. We looked at ladies. Looks like it's trying to. We're hoping for a double bottom of that 786 retracement, the low that it had just a few days
Does
ago.
it come to this then?
Should be on timestamps too here in a few
4
minutes.
in the morning. Yeah, I know.
She's the chicken lady.
Has it come to this? Waking up at 4:30 with Chris crumbs in my bed.
We did look at it.
Checking the price at before I've even touched my head. Tracky 17 a wash since God knows when. Portfolio looking like it got dragged through the ends. Not a great look that, no. Has it come to this? Arguing with my nan about why I need another rig.
Right down
She
here,
said,
looks
"Get
like
a
we're coming
job,
back down to
love." I said,
retest
"This
that,
is
or maybe
my
a
gig.
hopefully a
Eating
higher
cold
low down
beans
here.
straight
But
from the tin at 3
looking at this here
a.m.
again.
While refreshing the chart, like it's my only friend, bruv. What? Nothing, mate, nothing. How's it gone to this, mate? Proper skint, but still convinced I'm a genius.
Last song
Has it come
was
to this, mate? Lost the girl, lost the flat, still refreshing the screen. Rolling another while the red candles
Why am I
scream.
forgetting
Yeah, you said, yeah. Has it come to this? Has it
just
come
heard
to
it. I
this?
can't remember what it is.
My best mate rang, asked if I'm still alive.
Okay.
I said, yeah,
Phantom
bro,
50.
just waiting for the next
And-
bull run to arrive. He laughed for 10 minutes straight, proper howling.
Where
Said I
is it?
sound like a hostage negotiator with the market. He's not
Was it
wrong,
one of the early ones?
Got 3 quid in my account and half a gram
Yeah,
left in
this
the
one
drawer.
right here.
Still
One
telling
of the
myself
earlier
one
ones.
more cycle, then I'm walking out the door. The plug texts, you good? I replied with a rocket emoji. He knows I'm lying. We all know I'm lying. Yeah, we do. Has it come to this, mate? Diamond hand shaking, brain fully baked. Has it come to this, mate? Still set here waiting for the life-changing trade while the world moves on and I'm stuck in this cave, mate. Yeah, has it come to this? Suppose it has then. Night, you know, night, mate. Night, mate. Leverage look fun. Leverage look fun. I was baked as hell, so I hit 50x for the run. Leverage look fun. Now my account's gone. Leverage look fun. Wake up and roll another one. I was 3 votes deep, I was real like the chart. Thought this looks easy. Let's play with some heart. Click 50 eggs long on a random shit coin. The chart started whispering, you're gonna be fine. Join the coin. Brain said maybe slow down. Body said send it. Now I'm watching my stack. Do the opposite of
I don't know when.
Look fun.
I mean, we might hit it. The way it's going right now, we might hit it this week.
So I hit
Or over the
50x for
weekend.
run. Leverage look fun. Now my
This one looked really probable last week, but it took us a whole week to get down here.
Roll another one.
I remember-
Talking, saying you're a genius, bro. I was nodding along like, yeah, watch the money grow.
Oh, she had a noise behind her, didn't she?
Liquidation notice so cold. My whole stack vanished like it was never even sold. Brain said maybe slow down. Body said send it.
But I remember last week, I don't know, somebody was really confident we were going to hit this, like, I don't know, the next day or two. But it took a whole week to get down here to this area.
I was baked as hell, so I hit 50x for the run. Leverage look fun. Now my account's gone. Leverage look fun.
We've still got a chance to come back up for a retest of these areas, right? To come back up, wherever we come back down, to come back up a little bit before we, if we roll over any further. We could be looking at that.
Roll another one. The joint was too strong, the leverage looked right. Now my portfolio's taking an unscheduled flight. I told the sets we'll be okay. They just looked at me like, dude, you threw us away.
We could get a nice bounce here. There's an argument for it. I would look for some kind of double bottom, some kind of bottoming formation to happen here to make it stick. An accumulation needs to happen here.
Now my account's gone. Wake up and roll
And that would be kind of cool. So some kind of bottom here and then get back into the pattern. That would be bullish. Something like that could happen. That would be one of our hopeful situations to be looking for right now. Just remember that this one is still on the downside right now and just getting started. So we got to watch carefully. It could go down a little bit further. Could. Hopefully it doesn't, but it could. And that would be bringing us down more to this other area that I've got my eye on, right down here. Plays a little bit more fair with the measure moves, so
I'm cross-legged on the floor, phone glowing like a shrine.
it just may take it may take a while to get here.
Portfolio doing somersaults, I'm just taking my time. Wheels throwing shade, timeline full of smoke.
I know, but it doesn't want to let us do it. That's what I was hoping for too, but no. It's still got a chance though with that 9 move being over the 21. That is right there. We might get a push up there. That's what I'm looking for a bearish retest, but I'm not seeing it trying to happen yet. It's definitely not trying to happen yet on the 2 hour according to this guy. So we might have to bounce down here before we come back up to around, and may not get past 73 or 72 something, right? That might be what we're looking at short term. Oh, I went all the way down here. I mean, something up like this, maybe here, maybe higher. Judging by that, I don't even think we'll get up here. I think it would be something a little bit like that. Just speculating.
I hit the dab break twice just to make it disappear. Red days got me couch like giggling at the screen. But one good wake up and I'm back in the green. Brains that slow down.
Is this a remix of that same song?
Every green
I
candle
think it is.
feels like divine permission granted.
No, it's not.
Spliffs, hey, roll it up slow. Sats and spliffs, yeah. Watch the green glow.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for hanging out with the turkey. If you can, hit that like button. Help us, this tiny little channel grow.
Sats and spliffs, we
Somehow they do a, Elvis, where you at, man?
For those of you out there that hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, good night, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. I will see you on the next one tomorrow night, more than likely. And happy trading. Just watch out and see if we can catch a little something catch over here. And then we got to watch and make sure that we don't roll over again, right, as we retest some of these other areas. But this is a good area to be looking for, around 68.5. And she may be trying to do it. She's holding below the 9. Was this the 2 hour? And below the trend line. Kind of a nice little sell off. The volume's dying out a little bit, so she's slowing down from getting down here. So it may round. I don't know. We'll see how it reacts down here. See you guys tomorrow. Good night. Jesus.